I can't lie, I'm not wearing any bottoms because I'm sweating my bottom. Hi all, welcome back to a new video on the channel. Today we're back doing game week 9 predictions for the National League South. Enjoy it while it lasts. We have got a couple of week break with the FA Cup fixtures coming up this Saturday. So as I say, please do enjoy the content. Make sure you press like, and without further ado, let's get straight into it. So let's just start with this time fixtures I got right. I want to start with this one this time because I got none right. I got so many of the outcomes correct, even a couple of the draws like Chippenham, Taunton, but bang on the score I didn't get any right, which is a bit of a shame. But let's just swiftly move on from that because let's do the shock of the week. Because shock of the week was there's so many big games going on that it was actually quite hard to call. But the only one outstanding fixture this weekend was Hemel and Hempstead winning against Chelmsford away. Super Joey with double penalties to go and win it in the 90th plus 5th minute against a really good Chelmsford side. What a fantastic result that is. Well done, Hemel. Well done. Without further ado, let's go to game week 9. Game number one, Braintree Town taking on Farnborough. This should be a pretty good game. Farnborough sit mid-table. They're having an okay season. They're pretty inconsistent. Have just lost to Torquay 3-0, which is a bit of a disappointing result to go there and get thumped because Torquay haven't been playing relatively well. But nonetheless, they've gone there, lost 3-0. Their away form isn't great. Their home form is better. But unfortunately for them, they are away again this week to a Braintree side who are really struggling. Just a 9 points for them. A pretty boring 0-0 draw on the weekend. Farnborough will be without one of their better defenders in Ball, which is a bit of a shame for them. But nonetheless, that's the way it works. Red cards happen. So for that reason, I'm actually going for this to be another draw. Unfortunately for you Braintree fans, no 3 points from me personally. So I'm going for a 1-1 draw. Next up, Chippenham Town play Maidstone United. Chippenham were involved in a very exciting game against Taunton on the Tuesday night. What a game that was. 2 goals for Chippenham, then getting someone sent off in the 26th minute. Conceded 2, got it back late in like the 85th minute, and then losing it again in the 90th plus 5th. Taunton know how to grind out results. I have to give them that. But really disappointed from a Chippenham perspective, being 2-0 up, then getting the lead again really late on, even with 10 men, and bottling it. They'll be really gutted. Maidstone, on the other hand, coming away to Chippenham, even though they did lose their first game against now top of the league Aveley for the first time in a while. Maidstone are just picking up too many draws for my liking, and it's just not getting them enough points on the table. They, as I say, they're not losing many games, but they are just not picking up enough points. So do I think they're going to go to Chippenham and pick up 3 points? Probably not. I'm actually going to go for a Chippenham Town win, believe it or not. I know it's shocking. I'm going for a 2-1 Chippenham win. Third game, this is a big one. Dover Athletic are taking on Weymouth. I predicted both of these teams to be down the bottom this season, and boy are they down the bottom, both in relegation as it stands. On the midweek games just gone, Weymouth fell at the hands of Hampton and Richmond, a 1-0 defeat there, and it was actually an 88th minute winner from Seymour that got them all 3 points there, and Dover losing to fellow strugglers St Albans 2-0. As I say, Dover and Weymouth were both in for tough seasons, so when a game like this comes knocking for both of these sides, it's so important that they get a result out of it. Do I want to call it? Weymouth off the back of 4 losses in a row. Dover haven't won in a very long time. They are really struggling. I think their only win came like the second game of the season, so this is going to be really hard to call, but I am going to go Weymouth just on the process. I think they seem to be scoring a few more goals. I don't know, it's just too hard to call, and I don't want to call every result a draw, so for that reason I'm going to go for a 2-1 Weymouth win. Havant and Waterlooville play Truro. Havant fans, I really honestly do feel for you. You are having a torrid time this season. That Yeovil game being the highlight of the season by a country mile. Yet another defeat to Eastbourne. 1-0 up for the majority of the game. And when the final 10 minutes it was, blew it and lost 2-1, which is heartbreaking for them. But this is football. This happens. They really need to get some points on the board soon. Truro, on the the other hand, unbeaten in 4 games, a draw at Bath. Bath only got that point via scoring in the 90th plus 3rd minute, so not a bad result nonetheless from Truro against a Bath side who were doing phenomenally well. But this game is only going one way for me. Havant are just on such a bad run of form. Another red card for them, another player missing for the next game. So I'm going to have to go for a Truro win, and I'm going for a 2-0 Truro win. Slough Town versus Aveley, a side in the relegation playing Aveley, who are now top of the table. Unbelievable stuff. I bet you Aveley fans must be absolutely buzzing. I know it's only on goal difference, but nonetheless, you still have to be there, if that makes sense. Slough beating Dartford. What? Dartford? I don't get it. This is a horrible season for Dartford, but that is how it works. Alexander scored another goal. He's on 6 goals now. We were watching the live stream for the game, so I did watch the Slough game, and I told my brother, watch out for Alexander. He's a good player, and within 10 minutes he scored, which was heartbreaking, but we did get one back. Slough defended pretty well. Got a goal from a set piece, which, lots of goals come from set piece in this league, I believe. And they just held it out. Lots of balls into the corner. At the end of the day, they played well enough to get 3 points and probably deserved it. But there you go. Enough on ranting on that. Aveley beating a good Maidstone side 1-0, who were unbeaten for a long time, as we spoke about earlier. But I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I know Slough at home, but I can't see them beating such a red-hot form Aveley side at the moment. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 Aveley win. While we're talking about my darts then, let's just get back on them, shall we? St Albans playing Dartford. St Albans have now leapfrogged Dartford in the table. They're on 10 points, Dartford on 9, so really, really close in the table. St Albans a fantastic 2-0 win against Dover. A win they would have really, really been pressured to win, I would have thought. A massive win for them. Them really, really needed it. And Dartford, on the other hand, as we've just spoke about, just not creating chances. Just going forward isn't good enough. Lots of hoofball. The football is just really poor, if being honest. Breaks my heart to say as a Dartford fan, but it is. So do I think we're going to go to St Albans and get 3 points? No way. Does St Albans look good enough to get 3 points necessarily? Not quite. So for that reason, I'm going for a 1-1 draw, because Dartford have been drawing plenty of games this season, not scoring enough, not conceding loads. I think a 1-1 draw could be the score. Tonbridge Angels host a very, very well-drilled Taunton Town side this weekend. Taunton Town obviously unbeaten in their last 5 now. A very, very impressive record for them. And as I said, drawing 3-3 against Chippenham. Tonbridge, a similar result, a draw as well, 0-0. So 2 teams that are finding their feet again. Tonbridge obviously back getting some points, a win on the weekend, a midweek draw. They'll be really chuffed. My only problem is Taunton look so strong at the moment. They look so defensively solid. I know it's not great to say that when they've just conceded 3 goals just gone, but everyone's allowed their hiccup week. So for that reason, I'm going to say a 1-0 win for Taunton Town. Now, if this isn't a red-hot game, I don't know what is. Torquay United hosting Chelmsford City. Chelmsford finally losing that unbeaten streak. A loss against Hemel and Hempstead, as we talked about earlier, in the 90th plus 5th minute, giving 2 penalties away late on. It is crazy stuff. They would have definitely been hoping to beat Hemel at home, but it didn't happen. Torquay United, on the other hand, finally putting in a good shift. A really solid 3-0 win over a pretty decent Farnborough side. Jarvis on red-hot form. Another 2 goals for him. I think that puts him up to 4 for the season, maybe 5. I've got to do my statistics checking before I get onto it. But nonetheless, Torquay right back on form. Chelmsford finally getting a loss. It's going to be a really, really interesting game. One I don't want to call, but just because Torquay's form on the Tuesday night just gone, I'm going to have to go for a very, very narrow 2-1 Torquay United win. 4 games to go, and we've got Welling United playing Bath City. This should be a great game. Welling do sit just out the relegation zone at the moment on goal difference, it should be said. They did find their form very, very recently, but obviously fell at the hands of Worthing, which, as I say every video, completely expected. They're a good side, and I did expect Worthing, I did predict them to win with a 2-goal deficit over Welling, and they did just that. I thought it'd be a fairly comfortable win, and it was, but not too much of a heartbreak for Welling fans because they are such a good side at the moment. So Bath City showing their capability to grind out results when need be. Hayfield scoring a 90th plus third minute equaliser to keep that unbeaten streak going and confidence sky high. I also saw Scott Wilson got nominated. Actually, no, he won the Player of the Month for the National League South. Very, very well deserved. He's a top player. Really is. Well deserved there because he is on fire this season, Scott Wilson. He's going to score plenty of goals like he did last year. I said it in my predictions and he's doing it again because he's a great player. Nonetheless, Bath City are going to have to go away, but they do look so good. Players scoring left, right and centre, lots of goals. They are looking so good, and against a Welling side that are a bit frail at the back, I think they will go there and get 3 points, and I'm going to say a 2-1 Bath City win. After just hosting local rivals Yeovil, Weston-super-Mare now host Hampton and Richmond, who finally got back to winning ways, finally playing at home again. I bet their fans are absolutely chuffed to not have to do the travelling, but you are back to it now this weekend. Hampton and Richmond obviously winning a very, very late penalty against Weymouth, burying that, winning 1-0. Fantastic result for them. Weston-super-Mare did fall at the hands of Yeovil. Yeovil are making some interesting games at the moment. Weston-super-Mare did give themselves a ray of hope when they scored in the 90th plus 7th minute, but it just wasn't to be. Yeovil looking the much stronger side in the night, and that's how football goes. So Weston-super-Mare, fantastic start to the season, and it is really fizzled out. They are desperate, I can imagine, to get back to winning ways. Do I think it's going to happen at home to Hampton and Richmond? Very, very possibly, but I'm not going for a win. I think you're going to get some points on the board, Weston-super-Mare fans, and I'm going for a 1-1 draw. Whew, this is a nice one, actually. Worthing, second in the league, technically joint top with the goals, just on goal difference, but second technically at the moment play Hemel and Hempstead. Hemel and Hempstead, can you cause another upset? I really hope so. That'd be fantastic to see. I'm really liking what this Hemel side are doing this year, just lingering around those playoff places at the moment, which is fantastic to see. Worthing, obviously very good side, very, very good at home. Hemel, are they going to go away to Worthing and snatch anything? I'm not expecting it, to be honest, but I am expecting it to be a close game. I just think Worthing are going to nick 3 points, so I'm going for a 2-1 Worthing win, but good luck Hemel fans, because that Chelmsford win was impressive. Last but not least, Yeovil Town playing Eastbourne Borough. Eastbourne Borough fans breathe a sign of relief. Back-to-back wins right out of that relegation zone. What a feeling that must be. Sheriff scoring a 90th plus first minute winner against 10-man Havant. That must have been unbelievable stuff. Well done to you, Eastbourne fans. Yeovil Town, on the other hand, yet another solid win against Weston-super-Mare away from home. Lots of fans would have been attending. Really, really good game. Jordan Young with another goal. I did say to a good friend of mine that's a Yeovil fan, when he was playing, he was coming on against Truro. That guy should be starting. He's definitely paying the manager back with a couple of goals at the moment. Yeovil do look quite strong at the moment. I'm sure they're going to come fitter and firing when they take Eastbourne home. Do I think Eastbourne have the firepower to go and beat Yeovil? I really don't. I just can't see it. Really sorry, Eastbourne fans. I just can't see it. But I do think it'll be a good game. I do think it'll be entertaining to watch. But I am going for a Yeovil win. I'm going for a 2-0 Yeovil win. So there you have it. Heartbreaking that I won't be able to film another one of these for a couple of weeks, but it does give me a bit of a break to relax and possibly look at getting some other content out on the channel, which will be really, really exciting. Nonetheless, I hope you enjoy wherever you're going to this weekend. If you did enjoy the video, as always, please, please, please smash that subscribe button if you're new, and always press that like button because it really, really does help me out. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the sunny Saturday with a few pints. And until the next one, I'll see you around. Thanks for watching.